The moment you begin, have you ever felt the urge to explain yourself when someone accuses you of something? What if I told you that the moment you start explaining, you've already lost? They go silent, and when you do this, you take back control. In this video, I'm going to show you how silence can make you untouchable and flip the power dynamic in your favor. Picture this for a moment. You're in a conversation. Maybe it's a meeting, maybe it's a casual chat with a friend, or perhaps it's someone you care about twisting your words, accusing you of something you didn't mean to do. The instant it happens, your body reacts, your heart rate picks up, and you feel the heat rising in your chest. The urge to explain yourself, to correct the misunderstanding, becomes overwhelming. You start to talk faster. No, I didn't mean that. I wasn't saying that at all. I didn't do that. But here's the truth. To explain yourself, you've already lost. Not because you're wrong, it's because the act of explaining gives away your power. The world doesn't judge you by the truth of your words. It judges you by the desperation in your response. It doesn't matter if you're innocent or misunderstood. If you're scrambling to justify yourself, it signals weakness. Think about a moment where you felt misunderstood and immediately tried to explain. Did the situation get better? Did the person suddenly see things your way? Or did it create more tension, more pressure, and more discomfort? Machiavelli, the master of power, understood a brutal truth. Power is not about being right. It's about who controls the frame. The moment you defend yourself, you've stepped into their frame, into their narrative. And once you're in their courtroom, you've already lost the fight. What if you didn't defend? What if you simply stayed calm, composed, and unshaken? That is the essence of non-defense. The art of not explaining yourself, not reacting to others' accusations. In the next section, I'll break down why your brain reacts the way it does, and how you can reprogram your instincts so that you no longer feel the urge to explain. If this resonates with you, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to get more strategies for regaining control and never being emotionally manipulated again. Let's dive deeper into why you react this way when someone challenges you. The urge to explain yourself isn't just some random impulse. It's wired into your biology. It's something you've been conditioned to do from a young age. Think back to when you were a child. You probably remember the first time you were accused of something by a teacher or parent. Maybe your mom asked you, "Did you break this?" And instantly, your heart races. Your mind starts searching for a way to explain yourself. "I didn't break it. It fell. I didn't hit him. He hit me first." Why did you say those things? Because the explanation was survival. It was the only way to avoid punishment, the only way to feel safe. You were conditioned to believe that survival depended on convincing others, whether it was an authority figure or a peer, that you were good, that you were right. But here's the issue. While you grew up, that pattern stayed stuck in your subconscious. You started seeing everyone you interact with as potential judges, your boss, your partner, your coworkers, even strangers on the internet. And every time you try to defend yourself, you're subconsciously saying, "You're the judge. I'm the defendant. Please accept my plea so I can feel safe again." This mindset turns you into a reactive person. You live for the approval of others. It feels like survival, but deep down, it breeds insecurity. Think about it. When you defend yourself, you prioritize being understood over being respected. You're asking them to understand your intentions. But a king doesn't explain his decree to the peasant. A lion doesn't explain its hunt to the gazelle. The moment you start defending, you give up your power. You've handed them the emotional keys to your house. And once they hold that power, they can manipulate you. So, how do you break free from this mindset? In the next section, I'll show you how to stop explaining and start gaining control over your emotions in these moments. Now let's talk about silence. Imagine someone throws an accusation at you. You're selfish right now. Your instinct is to explain, right? To justify, to correct, to prove you're not selfish. But instead, imagine you stay silent. Not defensive silence. Calm, composed, and absolute silence. What happens when you don't react? Silence becomes a weapon. The brain doesn't know how to handle silence during conflict. It's uncomfortable. People expect a response. They expect you to react emotionally. When you refuse to react, you force them to deal with their own discomfort. They don't know what to do. They can't control the conversation anymore. This is called psychological control. You're not pushing back or fighting. You're simply refusing to engage in their emotional drama. The next time someone criticizes you or accuses you of something, just pause. Look them in the eye. Stay calm. Let the silence hang there for a few moments. It might be awkward at first, but they'll feel the pressure building. They'll start to wonder why you're not reacting. They might try to fill the silence with more words, but that's when you flip the power dynamic. You become the one in control. In the next section, I'll show you how to use this silence effectively in any confrontation, even when things get heated. Here's a powerful strategy that will completely disarm anyone who tries to accuse or attack you. Agree and amplify. Let's say someone says, "You're so obsessed with money. You're greedy." Your natural reaction is to deny it, right? "No, I'm not. I just want to provide for my family." But imagine you respond differently. "You caught me. I swim in a vault of gold coins every Tuesday. It's terrible for my back." What happens here? You've taken their accusation and turned it into a joke. You didn't defend yourself. You didn't get upset. You flipped the script. This is the art of agreeing and amplifying. By exaggerating the accusation, you disarm it. You take the emotional charge out of it. When you respond this way, you are no longer the one on the defense. You've put the power back in your hands. Now, you control the narrative. You make their attack seem trivial. In the next section, I'll explain how to use this strategy in everyday conversations and how to make it impossible for anyone to manipulate you. To truly become untouchable, you need to do the inner work, because the real power comes from knowing yourself. When someone accuses you and you react defensively, it's often because they've touched a part of you that you're insecure about. If you're insecure about being selfish, being called selfish will hurt. This is where the work begins. You must accept your flaws without shame. Once you do that, others' criticisms no longer have the same impact on you. Their accusations simply bounce off. When you know who you are, when you understand your own strengths and weaknesses, nothing anyone says can shake you. In the next section, I'm going to give you a challenge that will help you start practicing this mindset and take control over every interaction you have. For the next 7 days, you are going to play a game. It's called no defense. No matter what happens, no matter how small the criticism or accusation, you're forbidden from defending yourself. If you're late, simply say, "I'm late." If someone misunderstands you, let them misunderstand you. If someone criticizes you, say, "Okay, I hear you," and leave it at that. Sit with the discomfort. Feel the urge to explain. Feel the need to fix someone's perception of you. But instead of giving in, let that discomfort burn to ash. Watch how people around you respond. You will begin to feel emotionally liberated. You'll see how little other people's opinions matter. The challenge is not to give them the keys to your emotions. After completing this challenge, you'll be untouchable. If you're ready for the challenge, hit subscribe and comment "No defense" below. Let's get started. Now that you understand the power of silence and non-defense, you are equipped to face conflicts and criticisms with confidence. The people who respect you will see your emotional control, while those who seek to manipulate you will find themselves without the leverage they once had. The true test of emotional strength is not in how you defend yourself, but in how you stand firm in your own beliefs without needing validation from others. It's time to stop reacting. It's time to start controlling the conversation. Are you ready to walk the path of emotional freedom?